Bonjour, je m'appelle Barbara Kingsolver. Bienvenue à chez moi, où je vais vous parler un peu de mon nouveau livre, Des vies à découvert. And I'm going to do it in English. Thank you very much for indulging my language. This book began to form in my mind about 5 or 6 years ago when I kept looking around and thinking, this is the end of the world as we know it. The end of so many institutions that I trusted would always be there. Social security and pensions and economic safety and medical safety, and even the physical texture of the earth itself, the ice on the north and south poles, the fish in the sea. So much of it seemed to be vanishing before our eyes, things that we trusted would always be there. I thought, this seems like a novel. And little did I know that what I thought was the beginning of the end of the world would play out so dramatically. I think we're still watching the end of a lot of things that we thought we could always trust. Writing a novel is very different, of course, from writing a nonfiction book or a newspaper article or a magazine article. We get lots of facts, lots of really depressing facts every day. But the territory of a novelist is the human heart and the human psyche. And I thought that my job here might be to explore the ways that people cope with the end of the world. The sweet and ridiculous and sometimes very smart and sometimes very wrong and frightening ways that we find to get ourselves through times of unparalleled insecurity. The ways, for example, that some people gravitate toward tyrannical leadership, even if we know it's not telling us the truth. The ways that some people take enormous risks and others hide and try to dig deeper and deeper into the old shelters, to keep trying to do the things that always worked before that aren't working anymore. So these are the characters I created. I did something I've never done before in this novel, which was to create 2 different sets of characters living in 2 different times of enormous change and insecurity. One of the families is contemporary. The other is living 150 years ago in another time of extraordinary crisis and insecurity. I put these 2 families in the same place, in the same house, and the house, of course, is falling down around them, and watched them play out their dramas, living in what seemed to be, to each of them, the end of the world as we know it. And what became most interesting to me as I tried to explore the universal things that people believe in and do and try and hope for and fail at, is that as I wrote the intertwined stories of these 2 sets of characters at different times in history, I was writing one single story. That is the story of Unsheltered, Des vies à découvert. I hope you will love it. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.